Hey everyone, it's Kevin back again for another reaction video. I posted my song as if I wrote it, my reaction video to the song Church by Tom MacDonald. And sorry, I do remember Tom MacDonald's name. Unfortunately, I keep struggling with Brandon's last name, so I have to double check. But the song was Church by Tom MacDonald and Brandon Hart featuring Nova Rockafeller. Great jam, really good song, great substance, material to cover in that. And I really liked that song, especially where I'm at in my life right now. So I got a recommendation here from Tanya Gray, who says that she basically says that Sober is a good song to check out for a better understanding of the song Church. So I thought, you know what, sounds good with a name like Sober. It probably is similar to the last one, and I kind of thought I would give it a shot. Unfortunately, I did try several songs by Tom MacDonald last night on my own, and I really liked a lot of them. No Responses or No Response, Best Rapper Ever. There were some really good songs, actually. I really enjoyed them, but the reality is I kind of want to do some more reaction videos, and I'd like to do a few more on Tom. So the more I discover of him, the less it lessens the chance of me being able to do a reaction video. So I'm really happy that Tanya has recommended Sober. I will be checking. We have Heidi, that's who is her name on YouTube. So Heidi, you've recommended the song Jelly Roll. And a song Glitter, I believe. Okay, so either way, when I'm not doing a video, I'm going to read your response here, and I'm going to check that one out, as well as our friend Cassian. We still have 2 videos from him, or her, sorry. I don't think in the communications you've clarified if you're a guy, girl, non-binary. I don't care what you are. You're a supporter of me, so thank you. So I will get to those 4 songs, as well as I got 2 or 3 other ones that some friends recommended. So I'll give them a shot at some point, but we're going to try Sober by Tom MacDonald, and we got Madchild in this, and it's also featuring Nova Rockafeller. So Nova Rockafeller, as one of my subscribers or just commenters, had posted earlier something along the lines of letting me know who does the songs, that Nova was his girlfriend, was Tom's girlfriend or wife, and that someone else did some of the fine-tuning. Again, I don't have this info, so I shouldn't have even opened my mouth. But the reality is it gave me a little more context onto who Tom is and what the makeup of his group or whatever is. And it seems like Nova Rockafeller is a very crucial part of his success, works on the videos here, and she's got a great voice of her own, actually. So 3 people in this song, and Madchild, as I stated in the last Tom MacDonald video, Madchild is Canadian, and us Canadians like to stick by our other Canadian musicians. So Madchild, Swollen Members, that's what I remember him for. Unfortunately, I don't remember him from anything since then. I do believe my buddy may have opened for Madchild in Barcelona, Spain years ago, and we'll talk about that in a future video. So either way, we're going to give this one a shot. Let's see what we got here. Sober by Tom MacDonald, Madchild featuring Nova Rockafeller, and we're watching the video from Tom's actual YouTube page. So let's give it a shot.
What up, y'all? My name's Tom. Little while back was an alcoholic. Had a mental breakdown like a year ago. Came close to put me in a coffin. Damn. After the hooker I loved. After I did all the drugs. After I finally got fired for showing up late to the job, hella tired and drunk. After the oxys, I put up my nose with my boss on the oil rigs when I was young. After my ex cut her wrist and the cops that I stabbed her and beat me and put me in cuffs. After I totaled my car trying to run from the cops with a kilo of coke in the trunk. After I drank till I rotted my teeth on my head, got infections in all of my gums. After I couldn't get hard cause the vodka and porno sedated me till I was numb. After I couldn't escape from the basement I rented and went to go live with my mom. After I cheated on people I needed and lied trying to hide from the guy that I was. Then I got sober, the madness was over. Now I am proud of the man I become. I'm finally someone that I know again. I started climbing up the hole of me. Fighting demons and I know I win. It's time for me to mend these broken wings. Life hurts me hard, I know it gets better. This is the war that I'm fighting forever.
Sorry, I wanted to get through the chorus, but this is a struggle I'll fight forever, I think were the lyrics. I'm not going to rewind them, but that's a real powerful message right there. As somebody who's going through his own stuff right now, thinking of being, 30 years from now and acknowledging and having those fond memories of something that, some sort of substance that you were on in your past, thinking that, in 30 years you could still be thinking about that substance every single day is a really dark thought. The reality is you like to think, hey, if I'm going to quit something, after 2 or 3 years, I'll just forget about it. I mean, from what I know about alcoholism, that doesn't work that way. And these things are always going to be in your head. And Tom alludes to it in his last song, Church, that I listened to, where he says something along the lines of, like, I just want to get drunk. I think we all, even if you're battling alcoholism and whatnot, I mean, the reality is you still think back to those memories you used to have, and sadly, they're sometimes positive. And I'm 22 days of not drinking. I haven't put a time frame as to where my future and drinking stands, but right now I'm just taking a break from it, and potentially it could be forever. I mean, the fact that I'm saying 22 days of not drinking probably indicates that there is a problem. So thinking about me, thinking about, man, I'd just like to have some drinks right now. That thought may come and go, and sometimes it lasts 5 minutes, sometimes only a few seconds, and sometimes several minutes. Thinking about having those thoughts 30 years from now, after being sober for 30 years, is a really dark thought. But props to Tom to throw it out there and kind of make you think.
What up, y'all? My name's Madchild. I've been off these Annies for a while now. I was waking up feeling suicidal, but I think I'm finally starting to smile now. Man, I lived a hell of a life. I've been to hell and back twice. Lost $10 million through different addictions. Don't tell me about paying the price. From penthouses with top models, hanging with strippers with pop bottles, anxious and hiding alone in my room from the world that was pissing in pop bottles. From chart top and being a role model to flop records and lost follows. When I cop product at a month's worth. When I left the spot, cops followed. Saw a photo, it was only face, cause I was 85 pounds overweight. Mental breakdown trying to catch a plane. Wasn't Madchild, I was only Shane. My puppy Lola was my only gang. Had to put my baby in a grave. I walked away from every brick I laid so I could build a new wall to keep me safe.
There's a lot he just threw down there, so I think he said something about putting a baby in his grave. He referenced like referring to himself as Shane, not Madchild. There's some stuff in here that's pretty interesting from Madchild. I really have to listen to this a second or third time to really get a grasp as to what's going on. I can hear them lyrically, I understand, but there's a lot going on, and I know a lot of people can absorb quicker than others what a song is saying, and this is why I think it's really funny that I'm doing reaction videos when it usually requires 2 or 3 times for me to properly judge a song, because I can check the lyrics, or I can just put myself in that mindset to hear things being thrown down. So really great lyrics from Madchild here, and as much as I always support Canadian artists, Swollen Members was not a band I was really too familiar with, other than it was popular with some of my friends, and I didn't really know that Madchild could put down lyrics like this. And I mean, even in the video, you can tell what he's saying is it means something to him. That just unpaused, but I'm finally someone that I know again. That's a great line too. Man, I'm sorry I'm pausing it all the time here, guys. Like, I will try to pause these future ones as frequently, or as limited amount as I can. But the reality is that was a really good one, and I had to acknowledge it. right, so that whoa, ayo, ayo part of the chorus, the first time it came on in the first, after the first verse, I was going to almost pause and say, I don't know if I'm really digging this chorus, but by the second time it came on, I kind of found myself really digging it. So yeah, really good song. Tanya, thank you very much for the recommendation. This was a fantastic song. It stuck with similar subject matter to Church, which is my most viewed video easily in the last 24 hours. And I mean, obviously, it's because this song has just come out and there's a lot of people checking. But the reality is it hit a chord with me. This was recommended to me. It's very similar to that. So thank you very much for the recommendation. I definitely like this song. For Tanya, if you're checking this video, or anybody else, now that I've discovered a little bit more of Tom MacDonald, and I will do a couple more throughout my tenure here reacting to Tom MacDonald, but maybe you guys can recommend some Madchild and Nova Rockafeller for me. I don't know Madchild individually. I just know him for Swollen Members, and I mean the songs I knew were really the radio friendly ones, or the ones that were on Much Music back in the day, where you'd stay home on Friday nights for I don't know, from like 6 o'clock to 9 just to hear the top 30 songs on the radio. And Swollen Members, they were on quite frequently. So I really don't know Madchild on his own. I will say that there is enough in this song that I'm really interested. I also feel like with Tom, like I think what you come to realize with listening to more of Tom is that like he's really got a lot to say. But I mean, if his lyrics are, there's some stuff in Church as well as this that allude to like examples of like personal things that have happened to me, to him, which is really cool. I really like stuff like that as opposed to generic lyrics that kind of are thrown out there and you have to fit that into if it fits into your life. And meaningful lyrics such as what Tom's throwing down here and what Madchild did in this, really good stuff. So really shows their ability to really like break through to people and kind of captivate them. I really liked this song. So I'm just going to say another win here. The reality is I will eventually come across a song I don't like. I will be honest with you guys in stating whether I like it or not. And that's my reality. But right now I've heard only things I have enjoyed. And this one's no exception. So for anybody else, our friend Cassian, I said her name at the beginning of the video. But for anybody else who's recommended anything, I'm going to get to your videos, I promise. And, thanks for the support here, guys. If you want to subscribe, great. The only benefit really for you guys is that you guys may get notifications, I think, of new videos when you subscribe. So if you want to do that, cool. I'm really more looking for comments and people just like recommending stuff to me. So if you want to subscribe and show your support, great. But the reality is just drop a comment, good or bad. If you like the video, if you have a recommendation, send it to me. I will take a look at those recommendations. So thanks for your support, guys. I hope to do another one of these later today, if not maybe 2, and a couple more throughout the week. So you'll be seeing a lot of me. Take care, everyone, and enjoy your day. Bye.